Now today I'm going to make a really tasty chicken. I mean, we've got Christmas just around the corner and the new year, but this is the kind of recipe you can do any time you want during the year. It's absolutely delicious. Now we're going to cook this chicken in a roasting tin with a lid, but also we're going to flavour it up so it's got some really good flavours inside and out, and it's just going to be gorgeous. So give this one a go. So for roasting up this chicken, I'm just going to go through the ingredients very quickly. Now I've got my chicken there. It's a good sized chicken. This is a free range one I bought from my local butchers. Now in terms of weight, it's 2.75 kilograms, which in old money is £6. So this is a good sized chicken, nice free range chicken. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flavour this up on the inside, the outside, and also in between the skin and the breast. So we're going to get flavours everywhere. Now on the inside, apart from salt and pepper seasoning, I'm going to use some fresh parsley and a couple of lemons, which I'm going to cut into wedges. So poke that inside, tie up the legs so it's all inside there, delish. On the outside, what we're going to use is some butter. So we're going to wrap that on the outside. Make sure you season the butter, so add some salt and pepper seasoning, and then afterwards we're going to add some of this bacon. So I've got streaky smoked bacon, put that on the outside. Now by doing that, you're going to add flavour on the outside, but also, you know, you get the bonus that you're actually going to be able to eat the bacon. It's going to, you know, be taken off later on. We can crispen it up, and it's just going to be wonderful with the chicken. Now the other way we're going to add flavour is also in between the skin and the breast. We're going to use a little bit more of that butter, add a bit more seasoning, and then we're going to add some garlic, chopped garlic, and also I've got some herbs de Provence. Now you could use thyme, dried thyme, but I've chosen herbs de Provence because that's a really good mixture. You know, I really like that one because it's rosemary, it's thyme, it's got oregano, it's got basil, tarragon, all good flavours for chicken. So it's a great one to use. Now with the garlic, obviously you could use your little cloves of garlic, chop that down nice and fine, but I've chosen to use this one. It's basically very lazy chopped garlic. You buy it, you just get your spoon, put it in with the mixture, and it just keeps your life nice and simple. Also really great when you're cooking steaks. But anyway, there's all my ingredients, nice and simple. Now what I'm going to do is get the chicken all prepared, switch the oven on and get it cooking. So I think we're ready to go. Now I've got my salt and pepper there. Now what I'm going to do is just mix that. I'd say I've got about a teaspoon of each in total. Now what I'm going to do is add some of that to that buttery mixture. Make sure you've got it all mixed. Lovely. And move that aside because we're going to use that in a little bit. And the rest of that is going to go on the inside of the chicken. So let's first of all get the inside of the chicken sorted out. Now when you get it from the butchers, sometimes they tie it up with string, so you need to release that. But I have kind of left the skin, the string really, so that we can tie it back up again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all that salt and pepper, get my hand in the carcass, and just rub it all around. Try and, you know, get it nicely seasoned. It's important to do that because, you know, you want the flavours inside and out. Then we can get the parsley, just poke that in, and I'm going to grab all these bits of lemon and just poke those all in. So if you've got any old lemons that are sitting around, not doing too much, ones in your fridge, whatever, just try and poke as many of those in as you can, because if you get the flavours in there, it's going to help to make a tasty chicken. Push it right in. I think I've got two lemons. I think we're just about done. Lovely. Oh yeah, that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie this up now. So just grab the string and I'm just going to tie the legs together because we want to keep all those good flavours in. So now we've got the flavours on the inside and I've tied it up. Now on the inside, obviously we've got the lemon wedges, we've got the parsley, and it's salt and pepper seasoned, so it's absolutely good inside. And I've tied it up with the string. Now what I'm going to do is, with this butter, and we've got salt and pepper seasoning on there, just kind of mix those together. And I'm just going to use some of that to go on the outside. So you want enough to really kind of smother it really. Just like massage it in. Lovely. Look at that. Ooh, I should be a masseur. Beautiful. Right, anyway, we've got that on the outsides, so that is ready to go. Now, what I am going to do is to turn this round, and what we need to do is, you see the skin there? That's where the neck would normally be. Just stick your hand in there, and what you want to do is kind of create a little pocket, and you quite often do this with turkey as well. Be a little bit gentle, because what you don't want to do, if you can help it, is to break the skin. But you almost want to like move your hand as far as you can get it in there without breaking it. Lovely. I think that's good. So what I'm going to do is at the end of it, we're going to put the bacon on there. But what I'm going to do now is to get the herbs and the garlic, mix it with that buttery mixture and poke it inside. So if we just bring that into shot. Now with the herbs, as I say, you could use thyme. I'm using this herbs de Provence, great mixture. And also, going to use this garlic. Chopped garlic, keeps your life nice and simple. And really, just give that a quick mix. Obviously it's all seasoned. And then grab half of it, I would say. And try and poke it in there. And get a bit more like that. Pick up these bits here as well. And what you need to do is to work it in. So just kind of work it in. Get it in between the breast and the skin as far as you can go. You can like push it along like that. That'll do us. I mean, it doesn't look great at the moment, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be so tasty later on. So, push it as far as you can get it. Farther the better, really. Further the better. And just rub the last little bit on the outside. Perfect. Now, next of all, we've got the bacon. Now, if we just bring this along. Now, it's also, when you've got your bacon, it's always worth having a little bit extra just in case you run out. Sometimes you think, oh my God, I wish I had one more little bit of bacon, but hopefully I've got enough there. Kind of overlap it slightly. Use streaky bacon if you can. Hopefully you can get this in the US. It's like a, you know, a certain cut of the bacon because it's got a little bit of fattiness on the outside. And that is what's going to help to keep it nice and moist. So just put the bacon over like that. Lovely. Just about had enough, just about. So give that a good patting down. That is now flavoured up and that is going to be delicious. So now I've got the chicken all prepared. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place mine in a baking tin with a lid because that's going to help to keep it nice and moist and tender. Now if you haven't got a baking tin with a lid, what you could use is like a baking tray, a deep baking tray, and you know, you want to wrap it in like tin foil, create like a little bubble so it's like an oven within an oven. I mean, I did something like that similar when I, you know, cooked turkey because it just keeps it nice and moist. So go and do that if you haven't got a baking tin. Now I'll switch my oven on, get that preheated, and I'm going to place it in the oven and get it cooking. So just going to pop that in the oven. Oh, lovely. With the lid. And get that cooking. So now I've got the chicken, it's in the preheated oven. Now I've got my oven set to 190 degrees Celsius, which is 375 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 5. So I'm going to be cooking mine. Now the formula I use for cook time is the following. For every 1 pound in weight, what you need to do is to cook for 20 minutes. Now I already know my chicken weighs 6 pounds in weight, so it's 6 times 20 minutes, which is 120 minutes, which equates to 2 hours. Plus, What you want to do is give it an extra 10 or 20 minutes just to make sure. Now, when you're cooking your chicken, you do want to make sure that when you place it in the oven, the chicken is at room temperature. And also, because we've got the sort of lid and the bacon on there, I would say in the last 20 minutes or so, take the lid off, pull the bacon off, because what you want to do is just get a beautiful colour on the chicken, because you know you want to get a nice suntan golden brown colour on that chicken, so when you present it, it's going to look absolutely wonderful. Now with the chicken, I've just browned it off, let's say last 20-30 minutes, looking good. Now I'm going to take that out and let it tenderise, so let's just pull this out. Now to leave your chicken or any meat to tenderise, what you want to do is just very loosely cover it, very loosely, 20-30 minutes, and it allows it to tenderise, and then you can serve it up. Now finished cooking, and let's take the tin foil off. Oh, look at this, look, we've got the roast potatoes with that bacon, we've got the chicken that's got a lovely colour on it, and obviously we've got beautiful vegetables as well. So what I'm going to do is carve it up, and we're going to serve some up and enjoy. Now I've just served my chicken up. Now I've also got a little bit of gravy, so just going to pop a little bit of gravy on there, not too much. Now let's try the chicken, which is the main event. And obviously any juices, when you're tenderising, put those over the top, because they're absolutely delicious. Let me try that. Oh my gosh, that chicken is so flavoursome. You know, chicken can be really bland, but this is absolutely, it's wonderful. Oh, that is actually one of the best chickens I've ever had. Some veg. And of course, don't forget this bacon. The bacon, we've cooked it almost for the same amount of time as this chicken, and that is going to be absolutely glorious. Oh. Go and make this chicken, because we've got flavours inside, outside, in between the skin. It is absolutely succulent and delicious. That is wonderful. That is a wonderful roast dinner, Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving, New Year. Whenever you fancy it, it's going to be good. Get the juices once you've cooked it, because they really do add a little bit extra flavour. See you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, leave the comments and the ratings, and also ring the bell. See you again, the original Naked Chef. And happy Christmas, everyone.